Hello, my loves, and welcome back to my channel, a place where we explore the human experience of nature through energy and healing modalities. Today, we are going to be looking at this new project that you're starting, this stage in our lives where we are having to be a beginner again and starting over in some sense, perhaps starting a new career, taking on a new financial venture, a new track of study, a new course of study, perhaps even like a new stage of life, right? Becoming a different human, becoming a different person, having to learn how to integrate ourselves into a different environment. We're going to be looking at that today because Spirit wanted to bring that message through. I asked what needs to be heard by the collective today, and this is what came through. So go ahead and pick your pile. Here on pile number 1, we have the squirrel skull. On pile number 2, we have the Towery. And on pile number 3, the red quartz. Take a moment, tune in. Just follow your intuition. Whatever you feel most guided to is where there might be a message for you. And I will see you at your pile. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose this squirrel skull. For you guys, I feel like this is for a couple of us stepping into a different stage of life, into a different place of healing. It could be revolving around our feminine energy. I'm feeling this, there could be children involved with this. I feel us wanting to take new peaks, to find new peaks, to prove ourselves better, to prove ourselves to ourselves that we have done something, that we have reached a new height, we've accomplished something. And so what is this energy that you are moving towards? What is it that we need to see? We have the 5 of Cups, Page of Cups, with the Magician. Very quickly, one of the most beautiful things I'm seeing from this is that you are learning healing. You are learning the way in which you need to heal, to respond to your own emotions. You are experiencing a different level of emotional maturity here. And I feel like it is the way in which you respond to your depressiveness, to your depression, with a childlike playfulness, right? The way in which you can kind of poke at yourself and laugh at yourself and choose humor and choose lightheartedness as a method of transmuting that energy. And so with the Magician too, this is being implemented in your manifestation. It's being implemented in overall your willpower. You are seeing a complete transformation here with your ability to take charge of your own will, to say, this is how my day is gonna go. This is how I'm gonna move my body. This is how I'm moving my energy. And that comes from you opening your heart up. You see, in the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Cups is an energy where we are completely closed off. We have no interest, no desire in what's going on in our environment because we've cloaked ourselves in this darkness. We want to keep our hearts closed, and our minds are also locked in this cave that we've created, which is our own grief or our own depression, essentially. And so the Page of Cups, on the other hand, is somebody who has seen the healing of love, to be blunt, to be simple. Somebody who has felt this healing nudge of the universe, of spirit, kind of, like, hey, It's not that serious. It's okay. But you have to learn to laugh at your pain. You have to learn to laugh at yourself, to not take things so seriously. And it's that ability, I think, that you are developing. And if this is not you in particular, this could be like a child or a person coming into your life and being really helping you like understand it's really not that serious, which is going to help pull you out of this depression, pull you out of this sadness, this grief that we see with the Five of Cups. The Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups are very friendly with one another because they are both of the yin element, of the feminine element. And so they both have this beautiful ability to kind of hold the form of will, to hold the form of action, of power, right? They feel and they trap that feeling. And it can be really beautiful, but it can also be very overwhelming, and it can be somewhat unpleasant, like with the Five of Cups. So it's all about learning more about those elements, learning how to take the pure essence of something, the pure essence of life, of a day, of a human, of being an organism, right? Of being a creature. It's taking the pure essence of something, right? Like we see this creature whittled down to bone, which even beyond this, there's still more to access from this, but this is kind of the most pure skeleton, like pure form of an organism is its skeleton, right? Because it's the most durable as far as material goes. And so even just taking the most pure form elements of your day-to-day, of your life, of your relationships, etc., and being able to use that to push your will in the direction that now you know you want to go. So whatever it is that you're doing here, you have the opportunity to amplify it and to do so beautifully. So well done, pile number one. This is the door that's opening for you. This is the new stage of life, and I wish you all the best on your journey. I will see you hopefully in the next one. Bye, you guys. And pile number two, welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what energies are you opening yourself up to. So with this, of course, the cowrie shell is going to relate to the sea, relate to the feminine, but also be related to finances, because the cowrie shell was long ago used as a method of currency. So it's something that, like the feminine, like the woman, holds immense value. So I feel like the general theme for a lot of these readings today, for all three of these piles, is going to be about remembering your value in some way, as it always should be. Let's go ahead and see what energies, and I just want to show you this again, because it is so beautiful. Nature made this. Oof. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we have. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. I almost want to do this. How does that feel? Yeah. I mean, it could just keep going back and forth. These two energies go back and forth. This could be speaking to as well your relationship with spirit. It is this very much back and forth of handing off value, right? Or just in general, this could be to your relationship to the larger world, you handing off value, you being kind of back and forth, right? Selling and buying is this energy. Somebody who takes something, makes it better, and then gives it back is kind of the energy of what I'm feeling. Although in the middle of this is a lot of struggle. This energy I personally do not ever like to see, just because I am earth sign dominant. I don't believe in the hustle. I don't believe in hustle culture. I do not I don't like it. At the same time, like, I do love me some fire and fighting, and you know, I love violence in certain cases just because of that force, that like that energy, and it's beautiful. It's in nature. It's all over nature, right? So chaos is a natural aspect of nature, of the environment. But I'm curious how it fits in with just this beautiful trinity here of earth energy. And again, we're talking about earth, we're talking about the feminine, we're talking about the yin principle. It's dark, it's cold, it's dry. It is something that also is very well affected by water. The more fire you add to earth, the harder it gets, the more dried out it gets, and the more fragile as well it gets. And so I would almost be curious to know if there is a little, and again, I'm going to speak about this as there being a little thorn in our shoe that is taking away from our potency here as an earth element, as an earth mother. The Queen of Pentacles, the matriarch over this suit, she knows exactly what she's doing, okay? And one of her goals is going to always be to increase, I don't want to say increase production, but to increase production, but holistically, sustainably, to make sure that what she's giving, she's getting in return, and to make sure that she's always giving with an open heart, with a green thumb, to make sure that whatever she's growing grows as healthily as it can. The Queen of Pentacles is incredibly intentional about her work. She is a workaholic. She would much rather be nose into her work, because there she sees all the intricacies. She is one who is so enamored by the intricacies of nature, of what nature has made. There's so much value in that for her. And it feels as though she wants to give that value to the world. She wants to give that value to the world, but there's something blocking it. There's something in the way. So for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull a clarifier card. And you know what? Actually, let's pull an oracle card, because this queen wants to see how this value can be given to others. And it's funny here, because on the other end of this almost feels like the Nine of Pentacles garden, who is sitting here with us watching over our reading. And the Page of Pentacles is here. We're in the garden of the Queen. This is somewhere else. This is on that mountain over there, or on that mountain. This is out of frame with what it is that we're trying to create and build. So what is the Seven of Pentacles? What is the Seven of Wands, Spirit? Can you please clarify this energy for us here? What is the Seven of Wands, and how does it relate to us? How does the Seven of Wands relate to us? What needs to be seen? Loyalty with the Hound and Pair. There is from this card, I'm getting the sense that we are a little bit timid. I'm hearing retreat. There's this need to retreat, a sense of retreat. Let's go ahead and see what this is about. The hound is the ultimate symbol of loyalty and friendship. Stories abound in folklore and throughout history of dogs protecting their companions, saving children, and alerting their masters to danger. The legend of Saint Guinevere is one such story. This 13th century French greyhound saved his owner's infant son from an attack by a viper. When the owner came up on the scene, he found Guinevere with bloody jaws sitting beside an empty cradle. Believing the hound to be the murderer, the owner killed Guinevere. Only later, when he heard his son's cries and discovered him beneath the cradle next to a dead snake, did he realize his tragic mistake. Like the faithful hound, the pair is a symbol of care and affection. Often given as a gift, it is sweet but easily bruised, requiring tenderness from its handler. Okay. Interesting. What is this about, Spirit? Who is loyally defending us here? Is there somebody who is loyally defending us? At the bottom of the deck, we have the card Patience with the Bobcat and Blackthorn with Mischief beneath that. Spirit, I need another clarifier, please. How does this do? It feels like somebody is fighting battles for us. What is this? Should I get a tarot card? Let's see. Yeah, let's get a tarot card. Anticipation. So let's clarify this 7 of Wands, Spirit, for pile number 2. What is this energy in relation to them? How does this, okay. We got 2. We have the Justice card. I'm feeling that anticipation in this card as well. We have the 2 of Swords with the World card. This does not feel like your fight, pile number 2. You can see very clearly that this is happening in a different paradigm with the colors, right? This is not your fight. 7-21. Give me a moment. But you know what? I'm also getting, and this was a message when the loyalty card first came out, I'm also getting that there's an opportunity for you to no longer like feel like your wealth, your value, your financial stability, your creativity as it relates to work is something that needs to be like fought for, something that needs to be defended. There is an opportunity here to step into a much more like tempered manner of dealing with yourself, and it almost feels like we said, like this is not your fight. You are not the one who's meant to question your worth and your own like power, your own strength. The Queen of Pentacles has other things to worry about. You could be holding on to a hurt. Holding on to a different, holding on to a type of pain that... How are we moving out of this, Spirit? How do we move out of this? With patience. How do we move out of this into that Earth Queen energy? With acknowledging your value. The Lovers. Every time I see the Lovers, I think of Spirit, of a vow that you make to your higher self. I think of the communication that you have with Spirit, the communication that you can access at any time, but also the privilege that you have. For some reason that's coming through, thinking about the privilege that you have, really acknowledging that you are safe, that you do not need to fight, that you do not need to struggle. And that could be the door that's opening up for you, because you are already so far ahead. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out with the Page of Pentacles here, kind of also opening this door for us. You are also, you are providing the opportunity for other people to learn from you, coming through with this Queen of Pentacles. But there has been so much difficulty in getting your voice heard and getting a platform for yourself and really like being able to offer something to people, that that is not going to be the case anymore. That is not. And I think it's using your skills, your wisdom to teach people, slowing down, finding a little bit of patience, and focusing purely on what it is that you want to create, with no mind to who you're competing against, to what other people are doing the same thing as you out there, because then that just creates this consciousness of lack that really is not necessary for you at all. One final confirmation for my pile number 2, please, for this reading. Anticipation, the quail and gooseberry. And we can go ahead and read that. The quail and gooseberry. Quails are such beautiful birds. And then we have the hawk and thistle. So birds might be a symbol. Winged creatures for you might be a really nice symbol for you. You're getting ready to take off. We're getting ready for liftoff. Oh, this might be the last card. This is the last card. Fresh gooseberries are a tempting treat, but pick them without care and you might hurt yourself. Gooseberry bushes are loaded with thorns meant to protect the delicate fruit within. Similarly, the quail anticipates danger by hiding among low-growing vegetation. From its obscured perch, it keeps careful watch. Monitoring for predators. The event or outcome you've anticipated is about to occur. Take advantage of your foreknowledge, preparing for what's to come. Am I often surprised or caught off guard by how things turned out? Are you surprised at your own, maturity, perhaps? Do you not think that you are actually further, as far as you are? That might be significant for you guys. So do a little bit more personal introspection with this, but you are exactly where you need to be as always. And pile number 2, that was your reading. I hope to see you in the next one. Please drop a like and a subscribe if this was fun for you, okay? I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. I just had a huge flame in this Palo Santo, and so I feel like you guys are my strong fire collective. I'm so happy to do this reading with you. This is your red quartz. And let's go ahead and see what doors are opening for you, where you are aligning yourself. We have the Emperor. There is my strong fire. There is that strong fire Aries energy, very hot, dry, masculine, yang, objective. It's funny because the Emperor is seated. And so anytime I see somebody seated, I don't know, I just automatically still associate them with the yin. The body to me is yin energy, and then everything that it does and everything that happens with it is yang energy. We have the 7 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands. Oh, interesting. And the Knight of Swords. This is interesting. We have a lot of different elements here. So, pile number 3. We are starting a new project, a new financial project. And the opportunity here that's opening up for you is first going to test your authority. It is going to test everything that you've learned in the past decade or so of your life. Just the past large cycle since you made your last very important decision, adult decision. This new stage in your life is really going to be testing your strength from that field. Do you trust yourself? How well do you trust yourself to make decisions that are inevitably going to dictate your future, right? How far ahead are you future planning? What do you really want? In what direction can you really see yourself going? Can you see your life settling down, right? So a part of what we're learning here is some type of strategic planning. This could be specifically related to like financial planning, like you guys could be taking your investments a little bit more seriously, taking retirement a little bit more seriously, or preparing a home a little bit more seriously, like getting ready for a family. You might also be getting news or have gotten news that something like you were expecting a baby or something, like some very unexpected news may have come in regarding a family, regarding home, regarding as well like your future. So this upcoming, like this new part of life that you're gonna have to learn is really going to ask for those pillars of strength and maturity and adulthood that have gotten you to where you are so far. The beautiful thing too is that like you do have a very strong vision of home. You might be one of the few that are blessed with very happy families, with very loving families, right? You have a support system, whether that is like blood family or chosen family, you have a support system here. And I would definitely say rely on them. So the interesting thing too with the Knight of Swords, the Four of Wands, this creates a different dynamic. The Knight of Swords kind of seems to be a little bit out of place, which is where I feel like it's not necessarily your energy, but I feel like this could be energy coming at you from outside. You might be having to learn how to deal. You might be, let me think, like what kind of scenario? I don't want to get too specific, but this kind of feels like somebody who is having to like weatherproof their home, right? Like, for example, think of somebody who moves into a new house or apartment and they have to hurry up and like weatherproof it because hurricane season is coming or something, and so like you got to prepare yourself to deal with the hail or wherever you live. I know hurricanes and hails don't go together, but you know what I mean, like with impending weather issues. And so this might be like you also having to learn how to protect and defend your home against those external elements, against like naysayers or just like, because this is giving me hail energy for some reason, like sudden, like, oh, there you go, trying to trip you up, like hope you build your house on sturdy ground type thing, you know. So yeah, I find that interesting. Let me see what else is coming through. Some of you could be sending a kid off to college as well, and this is like yeah, there could be some type of like test. For some, like I'm feeling test, like for some reason this is giving me the energy of like test, school, like teaching, like either you are a teacher or like your child is going off to school, college, or you're going off to college. I'm not really sure, but that energy is coming through. And it's interesting that we got 4 cards here. One thing I would advise you guys is to try, when you come up with a plan, like try to stick to the plan that you had and see how that grows and moves with fruition. You guys might be learning not to let like the hailstorm of your mind constantly trip you up and say, wait, we should add this thing, and like, wait, it's not perfect yet. Or like, wait, what about this thing? Like this could have happened, and like blah, 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 blah. Yes, so many things could have happened, but can you even see your initial thought, your idea to fruition? Is that possible for you? So, because the Knight of Swords, it's like, wait, I got an extra, wait, hold the bus, or, you know, and that energy can be a little bit annoying. So decide for yourself if that's really valuable for you. the months of September and October are going to be important. I'm not exactly sure why. But September and October might be significant months for you coming up. I don't know. You could have a birthday, a partner birthday, whatever. But there is also, some of us are preparing for marriage. That's exciting. But yeah, so it's giving like testing your foundation right now. Like this is a strong test of your foundation, and to see how well you can build your vision without getting pulled astray by distracting thoughts and distracting ideas as well. Okay, let me see if I can get any clarifier cards for pile number 3 here. Spirit, Gaia, for pile number 3, what is your final advice for them for this new, oh, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, finding a much more, and I need to cover that up, because like, yeah, no, I don't want to see all of that exaggerated, windy, fiery crackle energy. You know, we need to soften, come down. Also, if you are looking to attract a partner, that is the energy that you want to be in to attract a partner, or this is the energy that your partner is going to bring to you, which will kind of help stabilize and balance this out. Of course, this 9 of Pentacles is also about self-worth and value, right? So you don't always need to say the most things to really like feel welcome, to feel needed, to feel whole, to feel comfortable, right? You are learning how to just be comfortable, but also really learning how to make a beautiful home for yourself, a beautiful space for yourself. So yes, that is lovely. Pile number 3, this was your reading. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Please drop a like or a comment or subscribe if you want to see more of these. And I am so excited for you on your path and journey, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye, you guys.